We got a Dave and Ed's Excellent Adventure trip planned today. I'm here. We're in Middleburn. I just got here to Ed's place. I see his car up the street. We're gonna start heading up because I think he's in it. So I don't want him to leave. I don't want him to leave without me. That would suck.
All right, Sunday after church, getting ready to go on another adventure. Yeah, I'm getting into this stuff. So doing a checklist right now. I'll tell you about the adventure a little bit later on. But doing a checklist. I got my tripods, got my lenses, got my Diet Pepsi, my coffee. Oh man, there is something I'm forgetting, but I can't figure out what it is. I know there's something I need. You know what? I can't think of what it's going to be. So let's get my seatbelt on and let's take off and go and see what happens.
So, get ready. We're heading out to 100 West Virginia today, and gonna get some pictures out there to continue our Wetzel County trip, and hopefully we'll get some. Of course, we'll probably get some scenic stuff. So we'll see what happens, and let's see. I'm gonna get up to Ed, and I think he's getting ready to pull off. Hold on, Ed, wait.
All right, as Dave has already told you, we're going to do 100 West Virginia today. 100 is actually, Dave, you know what? I am thinking about doing something completely different.
Okay.
Do you actually want to know what that, this would be a good time to say, what is that?
What is that, Ed?
Okay, I'm glad I didn't prompt that or anything. No, I am talking about doing a series on Small Town USA.
That'd actually be cool.
Yeah, and we're gonna start here.
Well, like I said in the intro, 257 people, perfect. That's a small town as you can get.
Yep, so we're gonna start here. Here's the sign here. Pretty cool sign. Actually, it is pretty cool sign. There we go.
And don't get us wrong, we may joke here and there, but 100 actually is a pretty cool little town. I mean, just it's laid back, it's country.
Yeah, and truthfully, small towns, hometowns also, but small towns are the backbone of our country.
Yes.
What we're doing is we're doing 100 on this one. This is the only town in the nation that has this name. And we'll give you a little background there. Henry Church would be sitting on his front porch. He was over 100 years old. And they would walk by Henry and he's like, there's old 100. And guess what? The name stuck. So not only is this unique to the small town America deal, it is unique in name. One of the things in these small town videos I want to point out is when they have something about the history of the town there, and they have something about 125th anniversary. And what's really cool is they give you some pictures, some backgrounds, some pictures of the old buildings. I want to point out something like right here, Founders of 100. Right there, it gives you Henry Church and his wife. So backs up on that a little bit. Just give you some background, some details. When you visit a town, you want to know a little bit about the town. This gives you a little bit of different information about the Baltimore, Ohio Railroad. And when you look at the top here, you see the pictures up here. So you get a sense of what it was like in 100 in its heyday. All right, one of the things that you're seeing here is apparently the senior class gets to paint on their parking spots or on parking spots certain messages. And Dave and I are still cracking up on this one. Right here. This is the one. Dave's pointing at it.
This one here. If my boss would ever see this, I need a parking spot with this in my parking spot.
You definitely do. This is awesome. All right, one of these awesome moments of being at the right place at the right time. This was the original Bank 100, correct? And I was able to get in here. I say thank you for that. And right here, this is the old vault. This is now being used as a food pantry, but this is, wow. When we came out here, I was not expecting anything like this. As you walk into here, You have the vault ventilator, still operational. And then you move over here, and the original, and it's a little dark, it's a little hard to see, but it's the Bank of 100 safe. All right, just another view of the safe in here. Dave's lining this up for me. Wow, this just made my trip completely worth it.
I thought hanging out with me was worth it.
Well, that too, Dave, but you know, getting into a vault out, yeah, I'm sorry, you're now second on this list today. All right, we're able to come into the church, the Methodist Church here in 100. As you look at the windows, it tells a story of people who donated to help build this, help keep it going, help build it, would that be correct?
I think funded the windows.
Funded the windows, okay, thank you. And this is really, I mean, beautiful in here. The organ up front still works. As we go to the other side, you can see, I know the shots are a little bit out, so you can't always see the names, but I do apologize, but the work on these windows are incredible. Almost missed the most important ones here in the back. Just to give you an idea. See, Dave, a lot of people don't understand that when you're looking at communities, especially the smaller communities, a lot of their makeup comes from what has happened in these churches over the years, because this is not only this is where they came to worship God, this is also where people came to communicate with each other, to talk to each other. Your church functions was a major part of the history of these small towns. This is the founders of 100, of founders. Henry Church, Old 100, Hannah, his wife. And what's amazing is 1751, 1754 being born, he almost made it to 110 years old. She was 106. That's incredible in today's terms, let alone back then. I mean, I've never heard of a husband and wife make it over 100 years. So this is, yeah, these are the founders. We searched the whole cemetery, and we were I was telling Dave, I said, hey, you would think they would mark this grave with something. Yeah, they did. Founders 100. We just walked right by it when we went every place else.
And I find it very interesting to chime in that they both died the same year.
Yeah,
1860.
That is kind of interesting. Well, here, this is actually serious alert or serious traveling underwood alert. What happens is, especially when you've been together all these years, I don't know how many years they were married, but probably when the first one died, I mean, you spent all those years with the same person, probably loneliness. And so in some ways, when you have people that both made it to their ages, I guess I'm not really as surprised that they both died on the same year. A payphone. I mean, you don't see these too often. Let's see here. Hello? Hello? Can you get me Andy Griffith? No, it'd be Andy Taylor. Andy Taylor at the courthouse. Yeah, all right, I'll hold. It doesn't work. Yeah, one of the things that unfortunately in some of these towns is you have a lot of empty buildings. So one of the things I'm looking at is the fact that some of these buildings. All right, this is the 100 Fire Department. I just took a picture earlier of the 100 Fire Department. Apparently, and when I post this right after this part of the video, you will see the before and the after picture. Seriously, we have a before and after picture of a fire department. All right, 100's football field and baseball field. Obviously, the baseball field's right here. The football field's actually technically right here, but wrong season. Dave, you know what's kind of interesting about this?
What's that?
2 of the 3 times I've been to 100 has been for 100 football games. Other time, I was going to West Virginia, Pennsylvania for a football game. So 4th time in 100 that I know of. All right, here we go. This is Dave trying to get a picture from home plate. I am doing this picture through screens and through bars because if someone comes, this may be where he ends up at. What was you getting ready to say, Dave?
Caused me to take that picture. We may have just caused a wreck.
So did the picture come out crooked?
I don't know. I'm trying to focus and take the picture.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone now. All right, as I said, we're walking down Main Street. This road here, if you continue this direction, as you see Dave here, this will actually take you into, if you stay on it, Waynesboro, PA,
Yep.
Pennsylvania. Just like all small towns, there are some issues. Not everything's perfect. Busy street, as you can tell. We've actually been interrupted quite a few times doing videos here. Which is good.
I swear we had more traffic on this in Little Old 100 than we did when we were in Wheeling that one Sunday.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So as I said, yeah, we're gonna walk down to town. We'll turn this thing on and off a few times so you can get a sense of what it's like. Again, people, there's a lot of potential here. Yes, it's losing population. Well, most of West Virginia is losing population. But if someone was interested, you know what? This one might be a bad little town to live in. Not a bad little town to maybe start a little business. One of the negatives, I do know we are standing right in the middle of a flood zone. We have had some major floods over here. Research it on the internet. Look it up in old newspapers. Pretty devastating over here at times. But here's one of the things about a small community. When something like that happens, everyone comes together, helps everyone out. And there's all kinds of stories of that happening too. All right, we're a little further down Main Street. Just give you another idea. How about turn the video on? Cars coming behind me, it looks like. Yep.
And in front.
And in front.
It's a busy street.
Rather amazing. I mean, if I had a business here, I would have this camera on all the time because there's been more. Another one's coming behind me. Wow.
As I stated, it is busier here than a Wheeling on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, this has been incredible. Maybe everyone heard that Dave and Ed's Excellent Adventure finally made it out here.
That's it. They're all coming out to see the celebrities.
That's exactly what it is. After we get done with these videos, we're going to be signing autographs at the gazebo.
Yeah. $5 an autograph.
Is that them paying us, or do we have to pay them? Right, showing you one of the businesses there. What you hear in the background is dogs getting ready to come and chase us. Give me a little bit more of the building there. I'm going to turn around here. You can see a window. There you go. Going to finish walking down the street here. We actually was walking down here a few minutes ago, and that's how we end up waiting for the birds to get ready to attack me. That's how we end up getting into the old bank, up into the church, because we just happened to walk down this street, which was awesome. Because I think I've used the word awesome too many times today. But as I said, you see some artwork up in the windows. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. There we go, the covered bridge. Some other artwork. Now, from what they tell me, this...
You didn't get the reflection.
Oh. Hey! All right. From what they tell me, this was the
Bank of 100.
Bank of 100. I keep wanting to say First National Bank, but that would not be right. And a car behind me. Imagine that. Well, if I can do this without another car coming, very doubtful it seems like. Either that without me running into the curb and falling flat on my butt, which would be good for views. There we go. Bank 100. And then one of the newer businesses, I guess. Corner Cafe. What we understand from earlier, pretty good food. That's pretty much what we were told. This is pretty decent food. Yay.
Yeah.
A lot of people are blowing their horns at us. Either they like us or they're trying to scare us. Again, I gotta give compliments when they start due, because this is awesome. Talks about the B&O connection here, gives you some more history on the background of 100. If you're associated with a small town and you're watching one of these videos, you'll notice that the more of these signs that I see around, the better I think it is for the town. Because if you want people to come into your town, they need to know what they are looking at. They need to know a little bit of the history. They need to know a reason to keep coming back or inviting their friends back. And getting people and invite friends back, that's how you start building on what you already have. That's how you start building your town back or start building your town up. Walking into the covered bridge, located right around here, right around 100. Don't know if they technically list it in 100 or not, but I'm going to list it here. Things you don't expect to find, but we found it. Dave had a tip on a waterfall, and here it is. So the trip to 100 included a waterfall. And I mean, okay, you know me and my waterfalls. This is great.
I'm glad you fixed that angle. We didn't really want to see up your nose.
Yeah, some people says they don't really want to see up my nose, but it's cool to have Dave back. Dave.
I do make things cooler, so that's what I was told after we went to Fayetteville, you know, the coolest town in America.
Oh yeah, but you know,
Or second coolest town, whatever.
Yeah, it was coolest town, but really, I like these kind of towns, you know, a lot also. I mean, a lot, that's not a word.
This is worth $100, so.
Yeah, this is worth $100.
This is a $100,000 tour right here.
Yeah, we're not getting paid $100 for this unless Baconator or Diet Pepsi start sponsoring me. Watch the video, like the video, comment, and then hit the gong button and subscribe. Oh, you already subscribed. Hit the gong button to receive notifications. Yeah, that's the ticket. And that way, you know when I upload a new video. Again, thanks to this guy that's standing behind me, but he's not on the photograph, on the video anymore. There's his hand. Does my editing work for me, makes my life much easier. So we will catch you on the next video. And don't worry about Dave and I will be doing more collaborations in the future, just not every video. Something about he has to work for a living, has a family, kids. He has to do all that wonderful stuff. I'm a little more free to go and just leave whenever.